They print money. They just put it in the wrong places. They give it to like the people at the top who hoard it away, which is not good for the economy.
If you have a product idea, how do you go about finding a manufacturer?
Like, make some money first to see where it goes. Like, the plan sounds great, but to me, that's procrastination from actually the business. I have a large concrete slab. Anyone got any ideas for how I can start a business?
You could maybe like put ropes and stretch people out over the slab, help them get to 6 Foot Club. You need to sell the idea that you're going to use your parents' eBay account responsibly.
Everyone was buying Rolexes. Everyone I knew was suddenly living way better than before. What's going to happen if you don't get any sales?
This lady needs to watch Car Boot Wars. Right, here, back with another podcast episode.
No idea.
I think it's episode 29 technically, but we called 29 the Car Boot episode on Buzzsprout.
All right, yeah.
But this is like we've managed to find some sick questions, some of which what you guys have sent in, and other ones are just from like a forum. Basically like a all you can ask business forum. What's new anyway, Shiz? What's going on? What's the latest and greatest?
Nothing. Just went to Paris for a day the other day.
Oh yeah, what's going on there? What do you do?
I just went with Ty for some personal shopping stuff. He went to LV and they were a couple shops. Just went with him for the day. Something to do.
Sick. What did you manage to get?
Oh, just loads of shit.
I saw that crazy jacket that you had, the one he was doing like the Michael Jackson dance with.
3.5K that one.
Was it really?
Yeah, he sold it already. Got a buyer on it, sold it, bought it, sent it back.
Mad. Sick, man, sick.
What about you?
I got my Holland guys over, so because we got a UK business, and I'll just say it for the camera, we got a UK business and the Holland business. The UK business is bigger, so any like group get-togethers, Holland comes to UK. So yeah, we got like 6 people from Holland come over and we're entertaining them. Went bowling with them and then been doing Bristol tour guide stuff with them yesterday.
That's sick. I was just thinking how mad it is. You know when you're like kind of just out of a business, the amount of things you go through. Like 1 minute I'm doing this, 1 minute I'm doing that. Like the episode where Ty came on, he's like, "Oh, last week I was a personal shopper. Now I'm trying to be a pro bodybuilder."
Yeah.
It's like the hustle you do just to keep up in between your actual main big hustle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it keeps you active. Like even this, what we're doing here is like another thing that like keeps everything spinning, doesn't it? Like
yeah. And just when I was with him, I sold like 30, 40 pieces of clothing, so I'd be making some money from that. But obviously that's not my main gig. You know what I mean? But it's just like something to tie me over till my next business starts properly. You know what
sick. I mean? How much average transaction value would you say it was?
Average transaction value, I don't know, about $1,000. You know what designers' clothes are like.
So you turned up like 40 grand?
Something like that, yeah.
That's sick, bro.
Like 2 watches, and that was in like the last 2 weeks. But yeah.
Badass, man. That's sick.
But it's just something to do in between. And even you, when your big bathroom business closed down, you were like just jumping from one thing to the other till you found your, you know?
Yeah. Selling plant fertilizer or whatever, anything just to buy and sell to make £1 or £2.
And that's a key question everyone asks us, like, how I want to do something, I don't know what. Just try whatever and see what makes money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then whatever you want to grow. And speaking of that, we got one of our watchers, Mikey. So his brother messaged us saying, "Oh, you guys want someone to run a Spotify for you? My brother's free. He's willing to learn."
Yeah.
And he's been messaging me, and I've just been guiding him, kind of. He's made a Shopify. We've got a product on there. He's made some videos now. So, like, that's just from him working alongside. So, you know, he's willing to do something, and he's just been messaging me, "What do I do next? What do I do next?" I was like, "Listen, we need to do this. We need to do this. We need to do this." Website's ready. We've got a link to Dropshipper. There's a first video gone up now as well.
That's sick. Yeah. Everyone needs to make sure you subscribe. Anyone who's interested in doing business, because this Mikey guy is a prime example of someone who's seeing that they can add value to me and Shiz. So he's like going out of his way to do stuff, and now we're probably going to end up making money together.
Yeah, I just told him keep it rolling till you make as much of your day job, and then once he's making as much of that, I could put more time into it, and you can put more time into it, and then we can make it grow into something crazy.
Sick, bro. That's badass.
But yeah, what's the first question?
I need advice and tips. First time selling my clothes in person at the mall. I'd like them to elaborate on that. So my small business is all online sales. I'm setting up my vendor booth at the local mall for the first time. Any helpful tips or advice? I'm so nervous in capitals. What if I don't get any sales at LOL?
What's going to happen if you don't get any sales?
This lady needs to watch Car Boot Wars. This is literally what we're doing every week at Car Boot Wars. It's one of the things, everyone is cringy. Believe it or not, like every single person is cringy when you first start a business, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you waiting for a customer.
Define cringy though. It's what other people on the outside deem it as, but what's cringy about trying to make a living? Like if we didn't have food and we're trying to sell something, even if you're dressed up as a clown, you're trying to feed yourself. What's cringy about that? But people will make it out like, oh, look what those guys are doing there at the car boot.
Yeah. I remember first time I ever did a job interview. It was like 2 of us worked here, and I was like 21 or 22, and I'd never done a job interview before. And the guy turns up, and I remember I was wearing a tracksuit, and I was like, so why do you think that you'd be good for the job? And I was cringing hard because he's like a 40-year-old guy, you know. Yeah. And I'm thinking like, where do I got to ask him? But after you just get used to it, you sell a few things, you interview a few people, you just then feel like you have the right to be there. But it's just, I think it just takes a little bit of doing a few things.
Even having a tracksuit, you're like conditioned to feel like, oh, I shouldn't be in this.
Yeah.
You know, he's dressed up proper in a suit, and I'm not. I'm going to look this, that, and but you paid that cost to be there, so you don't have to wear a suit, you know?
Yeah, bro, for a long time, I would go out of my way to be uncomfortable during the day because I thought that's what you should do. Wear a shirt, wear a tie. But nah, I just wear a tracksuit now, giving into what's more comfortable, who I am.
I think it's mad, isn't it? Because now everyone wears a tracksuit. Even this style tracksuit, like the cloth one, people before would be like, oh, no, it's a ghetto. You know?
Yeah.
Now it's just normal, like everyone's wearing it.
Yeah, like we went to San Carlo yesterday. I just wear a black tracksuit. You don't have to wear it. Like, I don't wear jeans anymore. Not really. Yeah. It's so comfy being a little soft, isn't it, like this?
Yeah.
It's better.
Like a baby.
I do agree that I should. Do you think there is times and place to be smart?
You know what? The other day when we were on the plane to Paris, obviously we went 8 a.m, planned to come back at 8 in the evening, but we missed it because the roads in Paris are horrible, aren't they? Have you driven in Paris?
I've been in a car in one. It's hell, yeah?
Man, it's like
spaghetti. Like 6 lanes.
Bro, and the turnings are crazy. The turnings like 180 degrees.
Are they?
Yeah. At the airport, they literally 180 degrees to reverse and stuff. But yeah, you miss so many junctions that we end up getting late, and then getting the car back to the renter place. They're not designed. The roads are not designed for new cars. They're like so small. But anyway,
is it like crappy surface as well?
No, surface is right. They're good at.
Macron's doing a good job out there.
Yeah, the old Macroni's doing a good job. That's mad. His woman's like 20 years older than 30 years or something.
It's weird, isn't it?
Weird story.
This is not even throwing shade. If you had a friend who was 45 and he was married to a 75-year-old, no, 70-year-old, because he's 25 in it years, I would think that was weird, bro. If I was suddenly going out with someone 25 in Messina, do you have a word with me?
Yeah, of course.
You'd be like, bro.
You'd hope I'm not your friend if I don't.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I don't care about you because if I say something to comment something on your thing, it's because I care about you. I'm not going to comment on someone else's life because I don't care about them, you know?
Well, yeah.
But what's weird I found about it is if you reverse the roles and you had a male teacher saying, oh, I loved Miss Macron from the minute she was 15 in my drama class, you'd be like, hold up.
Yeah,
but
that's
instead
weird.
It's like, oh, he's such a cool guy, his teacher fell in love with him, you know?
Another thing that I find weird about it, bro, is like if someone is going out with someone 25 years older and we didn't even know them, I might not like judge it, but I'd look and be like, maybe that guy's something a bit off with him. Because that's a weird thing as a man. Because men are be normally reversed. Men are normally a little bit older than women in general. And if he went out with a teacher, that to me seems like maybe there's a mother relationship that's not a typical romantic relationship. Maybe not healthy.
I guess if he's got that sort of trauma, it's not his fault because that's how he's raised. But on a side note, it makes me realize living in the Western world as a king, as opposed to like a third world country, it's a completely different thing. Like imagine a king in a country, like another country.
Yeah.
But this guy is 45 and he's going out with like someone who could basically be his grandma.
Okay, but let me just flip that back on your head. What you said a second ago about what he does is his, we can't judge or whatever. The issue is you're meant to be a super balanced level individual running the country, and he might be absolutely fine. It's just a red flag that is maybe an indicator that something's going on with this guy. He might be normal, you know. It could be a super healthy relationship, but the cynic in me thinks that guy's probably got some trauma that would deviate him from being able to run the state properly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you definitely that he should be hyper aware if he has something and he should fix it in himself.
Yeah. And he might do.
Yeah, and I was just looking at it from the point of maybe he wants like a motherly wife.
Yeah, and that is actually cool as well.
Some sort of trauma, but a lot of people want that anyway. That's why I was like, whatever he's been through, it might not be deep trauma, it might just be like how he's raised. But yeah, ideally you'd want someone, I don't know, maybe we're different, but we kind of want someone who's a man's man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like having like a ruler who has like 4 wives sounds much cooler, you know, like in Dubai or some shit. Or like someone like Genghis Khan, like got like 500 girls on like retention.
Yeah, I think the reason that's
sounds
important.
More cool, doesn't it? Like as a ruler, like he's super alpha. He's someone who leads, not like this guy's dating his grandma. He's a real leader. The
reason why for me, I think like I rate someone who's got a few wives is because you just look at them like he's really in control of his life. He must be respected because people aren't putting up with that if they're not respected. So if he's got a 70-year-old woman who met him when he's 15, I know from my own experience, if you meet a girl young, you can't carry you're not holding on to a level of respect that was already there because you've not met when you're in a certain position. So her meeting him as a kid, she might not respect him like the president of France. Do you know what I mean?
He might literally be the string puller behind the scene, you know? Like, kind of sounds like, what's his name? Alexander the Great conquered half the world, but it's kind of his mum just, you know what I mean? She was the one who made him the great, you know?
How deep did you go with your business plan? I'm currently writing up my business plan for a little online shop where I can start selling some of my stuff. This is really more of a side project for me, something I do in addition to work, but I'm taking it very seriously as I feel it has potential.
Like, make some money first and see where it goes. Like, the plan sounds great, but to me, that's procrastination from actually doing business.
Yeah, I've always written a business plan, but I don't write them in the way that you're taught at a university or a college or whatever. I write them in just the facts. You can do like your SWOT analysis or whatever in basic. It doesn't have to be done like an invigilator is going to read it. It's just how do I make money here? Where do I buy it? What are the threats? Is there anything? It's very simple. You don't have to be doing it like you're doing it for class. I can tell you this. Most of the people who are very successful that I know in business are not very good at writing business plans, but they're very good at planning. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think what you do as well is a lot of napkin math, don't you, as well?
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, okay, cool. If I get this for 4, I can sell it for 10, there's £6. Times that by 10, 60. Okay, that's like a day wage for me starting out.
Yeah.
And then times it by 100, times it by 100 again, and then just try to work that way.
And a business plan never goes to plan. Like every single business plan I set out, I've either failed short, I've exceeded extraordinarily on it. I've never ever had it go well. And like, you'll beat yourself up for it not going well, or you'll get too full of it you beat yourself up, it doesn't go well, and you get too full of it does. So just, it's a constant moving thing. You should be looking every single week, like what's working, what isn't, chop this, move that. And like the plan should be an ever evolving thing. It's not some document that you set out at the start of the business that is rigid until the end. It has to constantly evolve.
I think having just a basic plan in your head is the first step, because you don't want to waste as much time making all that stuff. I think one of those solid business plans with SWOT and all that stuff is really good once you're in and it's going, and you need to like what's your strong points, what's this, and work on it and improve it. But at the start, it's all just procrastination. You need to just know you can make £1 and then take it from there. Yeah,
because actually, to what you're saying, then the procrastination thing is people do this. Is they go in to speak to mentors, like they've gone to this seminar and think of all the seminars they could have done. They say they put $5,000 into seminars before they even got started. That $5,000, if you'd have had no idea about business and you'd just been buying and selling on eBay, you would have learned way more than you would have ever done. Way more.
In action is way better than learn on book. You know, that's why the car boot thing is good for people.
Definitely, yeah. Car boot is a great way to learn, guys. What do we name our business? My husband and I started a business just before COVID during a variety of different things and never really thought of a proper name. As lockdowns took longer and longer, outside of our business disappeared, and we now do aluminium fabrication. We make toolboxes, dog boxes, trailers, ramps, fix boats, you name it. If it's aluminium, we do it. That's my name. If it's aluminium, we do it.
Fab Ali. Fabricate aluminium. Fab Ali products, whatever.
Nice, I like it. I'm gonna go with.
Good too. What's yours?
I'm just going with everything aluminium.
Yeah,
sick. Nice
Job
one.
done.
Hope you and your husband use that. If you ever see this podcast from Reddit,
maybe we should comment.
Yeah, we should. Someone answered on that. Depending on your target market, maybe stay away from pun names. They can detract from the quality aspect you're offering. See, maybe, but I would say sometimes names that explain what it is on the tin work. And I know plenty of rich people who have cheesy ass names for businesses just because, something whatever to go. How many to goes do you know? Yeah, and it's cheesy, but they make a fortune.
Just rolling my eyes, thinking side-eyeing, like, who do we know? Names. Like,
yeah.
You know what I like? Just an abstract name. I think that's always good. Like an abstract name, you know?
Something memorable.
Yeah, something memorable, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Even
I like
something
that as
stupid, like the jammy lizard thing was kind of good because you're like, what the hell is a jammy lizard, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you remember that.
Yeah, something that will just be impactful. When is a good time to rent a warehouse for inventory? Hello, everyone. I'm currently selling on Amazon and eBay, and I mostly store inventory inside my house and garage. When would it be a good time to rent a warehouse for inventory, and would it also get written off as a business expense?
Bro, you'll know when.
Yeah.
Don't ask stupid questions.
He's trying to chase status. Liverpool in. He's trying to chase status, yeah. You want to have an office, I think. But you should let it, just there's no choice.
Get to the point where you could pay for it. Because right now, if he pays for it, he's not making enough money. What's the point, you know?
Definitely.
You want to set up as much of a war chest as possible of cash. And then you start doing that stuff. Like, me and you have lived in a bit of squalor at early starts of business, you know?
Yeah, and we've done...
If you can't afford to finish shop, you can't afford to decorate, just to open, you know?
Yeah, and like sleep on the shop floor or whatever. Like, you just want to do whatever to make sure.
Yeah, you had your thing on top of your garage, didn't you, for ages?
Yeah. And when I was in Swindon, instead of renting a flat because my business was far away from home, I just slept on the floor. Yeah, it's cool, man. And there's those memories are good, man, because They're actually cozy. We'd watch TV. We'd have a little glow heater lying on the floor. And you're like young. You don't get bad back from doing stuff like that. So it's like, if you don't do that when you're young, when are you going to do it? You have to do it. Everyone should do it.
I was saying that the other day when we got stuck at the airport. Well, Paris, we missed our flight. And then we're like, let's try and get the rental car back because we dropped it, but we had it for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then we walked the airport so long. And then I was just saying, like, okay, you know what? You're not going to remember all the clothes and stupid stuff you bought, but the stuff like this is good memories. Like, we went to a hotel room, just laughing our heads off till we fell asleep pretty much. Just stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's like a good thing, and then like wake up next morning fresh, get to the airport, and
make it fun. Here's a cool one. I like this. So this is for a young gun we got out there. Best ways I could sell as a minor. So I'm a minor hoping to sell some art on the side to make some extra money. The only problem is I'm running into how to actually sell stuff and get the money. I have a bank account and a card and everything. The only problem is there's literally nowhere I can sign up to that will allow me to use the services. My parents are completely okay with me doing this and are happy to let me use their accounts. The only problem is if they don't like me setting things up. Also, the fact the PayPal account I use a lot by the family, and obviously for the safety of the family, I don't want to have strangers transfer money to the account. It's not safe, by the way, bro. That's what parents say. My parents said the same thing to me when I was young, trying to get an eBay account. No, you can't use my name. You just need to sell them, bro. This is your first big sale. You need to sell the idea that you're going to use your parents' eBay account responsibly.
Yeah, you're clearly a hungry kid. Tell them, look, I'm a hungry kid. I need your account. If not, I'm going to go sell drugs. Because you don't need an account for drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Because ultimately, the PayPal account, they could even have the logins and they just facilitate the money for you. So there's no compromise to the account. As long as you're sending the goods, there's no risk to them. So yeah, don't accept that.
You're a bit of an exemption, aren't you?
What's that? They're getting banned?
You're a teen, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, but I'm saying I'm a bad example. But if my parents had said, you do not get banned from here, I would have listened.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just adding some humor to it. How many accounts you went for as a kid?
Loads. So many. Here's a crazy story, right? My business, I had to start my business up in my granddad's friend's name because I needed to be able to use eBay to start my business, and I was completely banned off eBay. I even had to set up a new internet connection and get new hardware.
Yeah, I remember you always getting new internet connections because you don't want to link to your old eBay accounts.
Because they claimed I was selling counterfeit goods, which is BS.
And not shipping items out.
Yeah. That was
payments not shipping.
That was Amazonian.
And the mad thing is, they were probably safeguarding themselves from further L's by blocking your house, your name, and your internet service provider.
Yeah.
But really, in the long run, you made more money for them than you ever took from them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you probably paid them back in like 100x, you know? You paid them back with heavy interest, bro.
Paid back with heavy interest.
Paid them back in mils.
Yeah.
You paid back in blood.
I probably wouldn't even change anything if I could go back, bro, because I needed that money from those goods back at the school days. So like, it was awkward having to have Tony do that, but it wasn't that big a headache.
Nah.
I got around it.
It's all about solving problems, isn't it? You get great satisfaction out of solving problems.
Yeah, bro. How's business going your end?
Yeah, it's going all right. It's pretty steady. Just want to...
You got big events planned up this year or not? Like with the really. Restaurant?
No, that's just a catering thing. That's just kind of like a background, just ticks me over sort of thing, keeps the bills paid. But like everything, I don't think many people have money right now, do they? From what
it's
I
tough.
can see.
Yeah, it's tough.
Everyone's saying the same thing. It's tough. Like even Ty was like, it's tough right now.
We're fighting for money. Like, yeah, it's tough.
Like scraps, isn't it? We're literally all fighting over scraps. The government starts like pumping money to everyone again.
Yeah, we need money to be pumped in.
Times it's literally like they just turn on the money printer and just throw money in there. All you got to do is jump and grab it. Like everyone had money. Everyone was buying Rolexes. Everyone I knew was suddenly living way better than before.
Yeah.
It's nuts, isn't it?
It's mad, bro.
Proof you could just print money and then everyone's suddenly like, you know?
They'll turn them on soon.
They print money, they just put it in the wrong places. They give it to like the people at the top who hoard it away, which is not good for the economy.
Stop corrupting giving it to your friends. We're going to have more fun with it. Put it to the people. Send it and we'll have everyone wearing Louis Vuitton trainers on the school playground again like 2020.
Yeah. Here's a question here. I have a large concrete slab at the back of my house. Has anyone got any ideas for how I can use this foundation to start a business? The back of his house.
It's the foundation for his new business in more ways than one, isn't it? It's like a pun.
Yeah.
If he's good with his hands, maybe he should use it to build on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Depends. It's really, we need to know about you, because if it was me, I'll be using it to have stock and buy and sell, and I'll be using it as store. So you could build, you could store. But if the question's for me, then yeah, I'm going to use it to store stock and put a shed on there or something.
How about you break it up into little pieces and sell it as abstract art?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Some stupid stuff like that.
Oh, is he? He's an artist, that guy, is he?
No, he's not an
No.
artist. He just got a concrete slab and he's just wondering It's 2 meters by 3 meters, and there's no current usage. Is there any way we can somehow make money from it? Anywhere at all?
There's that other thing. Have you seen these things online where people do the trades? They start with something and they end with like a mansion. You could make this. You'll embark upon trade the block for something else, a car. Find someone who needs a car and keep doing swaps, and then end up with a mansion. But I don't know. What would you say? The art.
Spray paint it with multiple colors and claim the rocks are from the Berlin Wall. That's a good one. That's not me.
That's nice.
Build a workshop, get welding. If you've got people with broken legs who need to recalcify themselves, you can offer to break their legs on the calcium.
Good shout.
Marvin's tips.
You could maybe like put ropes and stretch people out over the slab, help them get to 6 Foot Club.
Yeah, make up some stupid abstract concrete yoga club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get a load of people and charge them. That's actually a good one.
Chiropractic practice. All of these are just abstract ideas, and they might not be legal in your country, so you need to check.
Paint a red cross on it, charge skydivers to land on it.
Nice.
Build a bike rack and rent out a parking space. That's a good one.
Put cushions on top and turn it out to, I don't know, like a Airbnb under the stars.
Yeah, stargazing.
Yeah.
On a cold bit of concrete.
So I think these guys have got enough business ideas to go out and make some mega money now.
Serious bucks with these ideas.
Sick, brother.
Nice
Big
one.
EP.
Yeah.
Nice one, guys. Subscribe to the channel and comment to what other stuff you want to see.